Basically, civil service is the service where the people run the government along with the public representatives. I feel that there is no service like Indian administrative services. It gives you a lot of opportunities to perform, as I have already said. It gives you a lot of opportunities to contribute to the society. You work in the policy space. There is a whole world to learn new things. Success is not a milestone. It keeps on changing. It is a path. So you progress towards success, or you will have a number of milestones, you can say like that.
So what advice would you like to give to new officers?
The only advice is that, like, the whole world has changed, particularly in past 15-20 years. The days of magistracy, because most of the aspirants who join civil services, particularly IAS, they come from the bent of mind that now we have become magistrates and we'll pass the orders and things would happen and whatever we would like would happen, and we having a big team, big number of district level officers, and we can do anything whatever we want. But now gone are the days of the magistracy. That is what I say always, and the whole world scenario has changed, because now you will be interacting with, as I mentioned before, with the industry experts, with academicians. You will be finding a lot of IT interventions which are happening. You will be facing the problems which are very tough and difficult to handle. You will be expected to find solutions for them. The whole thing of the media has become very active. Lot of decisions has been taken by the government for the government systems, functions and decision making to be transparent. People would be watching you. So now the nature of civil services have entirely changed. So you have to be prepared for that, and you have to keep on upskilling yourself. You will have to learn new things, implement new things. You would be expected to know about what is happening in the outer world, in the private sector, how markets are handling the problems. So that whole thing has changed, and my advice is that right from the day one should start improving his or her own learning curve, and few fields can be selected where one wants to gain expertise in due course in the service period.
What all are do's and don'ts you would suggest for students who are just preparing for UPSC?
First, don'ts. Never be in ambivalence, okay, I am into some kind of job and preparing for civil services. Okay, I'll prepare for civil services and for this another exam too. And so ambivalence would kill your prospects, number one thing. So if you are appearing for civil services, if you are preparing for it, then you should be totally focused and concentrated. And this should be the only thing which you should be doing. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult, because it requires a lot of perseverance, a lot of focus, your determination, your conviction. Then only you will be able to make it through. That is the one thing which I always say, never be in ambivalence. Your mind should be categorically clear that what you are wanting to achieve and aim. And regarding do's, the perseverance at the end of the day pays, you have to do hard work. There is no success without hard work here, and you have to work smart also. So if you think that luck may prevail, it is never going to happen. Luck will prevail only if you do hard and smart work. Number two, don't study in isolation. Don't prepare in isolation. You should be having a group of at least 3 people. You, 1 + 2. Because then you get digressed. You would not be knowing that what all is happening around. And so you should study in a group, not in the sense that you sit in one room and then study together. You should remain in touch with what the other person is doing, how he is preparing, what is the additional material which he has got hold of. is he or she is already in touch with another person who has cleared civil services and who is already into the service. So you have to remain in touch. So you don't have to sit in a closed room and prepare on your own. So like what I used to do was that every day 4 or 5 of us, we used to meet for half an hour or 45 minutes and used to discuss what all we did in the whole day, during the whole day. Like, so I studied this, and then someone else would say that I studied this from there, and so it revises you also. So when you study on your own and when you discuss, so the retention level is higher when you discuss with some another person. So that is very important. I mean, you should study in a small group. You should remain in touch. And another point is like preparing for like general studies, like other than your optionals. So you have to keep continuous track of what is happening in public discourse. What are the latest narratives going on? What are the latest challenges going on? What are the latest issues? Because that gives you very good insight. And ultimately, those questions would be appearing, those issues would be appearing in one form or another, maybe in the written paper or in the essay paper or during the interviews, because they are in general memory of the public. So like maybe, so keep on reading newspapers, keep on reading magazines. If required, watch some good channels on internet, not on the TV. So it will keep you abreast with the latest things which are going on, and it will keep you prepared, because there are certain things for which you cannot prepare in one go, right? Like sitting for more hours in less than number of days. You cannot prepare. Like if you have to know about what is the current foreign policy of Government of India, what is the current industrial policy of Government of India, what are the agriculture sector reforms which are taking place, like then it becomes very difficult to grasp the meat of the issues in a period of 3 weeks or 1 month. So for certain things you have to be very consistent.